Salam alaikum, shalom, grüß Gott, bonjour, privet, dobar dan, and welcome to this video. In this one I will talk about my experiences with the TOTEM Acoustic kin play. This is the active one, this is the passive one. Now, overall, I love TOTEM, so I love these speakers because these do everything I love about TOTEM. Let's start with the best part, the mid-range. I love this mid-range snap, this attack in the mid-range. I love that about TOTEM. That is what engages me the most about their sound. And it is so lively that I want to listen and listen and listen, because it's really fun. And when I say fun, I don't mean it's a fun speaker, nice to have. In my opinion, this can be a audiophile grade speaker if you do some things wrong, or at least if I do some, or if I did some things right. So the first thing to know is, and I will talk about my experiences, if I had them directly pointing at me, I had to go down with treble for one step. If I toe them out, it is perfectly fine in the neutral position, in the default mode. So, and you can go back to the default mode pushing this button. Now, and if you push that button, it will go back to a standard volume 2 that can be loud if you listened at lower volumes before. Now, I tried Bluetooth and I liked it, but streaming is better in my opinion. Wi-Fi, as far as I am experienced with home hi-fi, Wi-Fi sounds better than Bluetooth. So, and streaming the same thing. Even if I stream Spotify, it sounds better when I stream it via Wi-Fi than via Bluetooth. So let's go to the bass. This speaker will not shake your house. It has good bass. When it comes to quantity, it has decent amount of bass. If you put them close to the wall, it is, I would say, it is plenty of bass, but I wouldn't do that because it is not, because then the quality drops. So, in my opinion, yeah, maybe 30-40 centimeters are enough. And to the wall behind the speakers, the so-called front wall. Now, if you have any questions, just ask them, because I will not be able to tell you everything what I experienced. I want to talk about the treble, because that is some kind of special with the speaker. You can fill your room with treble information, which can be pleasing and can be fatiguing too. So with this speaker, I just looked for not pointing them at me, and everything is fine. If I wanted to do that, to have more focus, then, like I said, I went one step down with this treble. And when I show you this remote, it is a quite hefty remote, even though it is so slim. And it is not this standard new normal thing. These two are the new normal, I guess. Almost everything comes with this remote. This is the remote of the NUPRIME, and this is the remote of this streaming amplifier ELAC DSA101G. Now, okay, I have to compare it to my speaker, my passive pair, so you see how I think the TOTEM sound. I prefer the lively mid-range and the snappy mid-range and the attack in the mid-range of the TOTEM. I love that. But the ELAC is a bit softer around the edges of instruments. It is still not soft, but the TOTEM speaker is crunchier, it is snappier, it is sharper, and instruments sound livelier. For the rest, the edge goes to the ELAC, hands down. The bass, it has more bass and it has more bass quantity and bass quality, and the treble of the ELAC Vela bookshelf, so BS 403.2. The 0.1 wasn't called Vela. They started giving them names with this series. The treble of this Vela, it is hard to match because it sounds as good as way more expensive speakers. And this one has a metal dome tweeter. This one has the Jet 5 tweeter from ELAC. Now, as I said, or I didn't say it, I will say it now. If this Kinplay had treble or a tweeter that is airier, and when I say it is airy, but it is sharp, this would be nothing but a hi-fi speaker. It would be close to high-end. And no, I'm sorry, it is close to high-end. I don't know if you can get a pair that sounds better for 1,300 euros. I don't know. I've listened to the Kanto Tux, and this pair, in my opinion, sounds way better than the Kanto Tux. I'm sorry. When I say I'm sorry, I'm honest, so I don't have to be sorry. These sound like home hi-fi speakers, really hi-fi speakers. And the Kanto Tux, I don't know. I guess they tried to be studio monitors, but weren't transparent enough. These are much more transparent than the Kanto Tux. These are, okay, I have to compare them. These are even more transparent, especially in the mid-range, and that's the most important part for me, are more transparent than the ELAC Vela. So I can hear more detail out of the recording through the Kinplays. Back to my other comparisons. I like these way more than the Kanto Tux, and I like the sound of these more than the sound of my previous KEF LSX. That's my taste. Now, the KEF LSX is very balanced, so they have a smoother treble, but like I said, if you want to have a smoother treble, just -1, or if you want to -2, but in my case, -1 was perfect. So I think these are the most important comparisons. I didn't listen to the KEF LS50 wireless or wireless 2. I didn't listen to those at home, so I just want to tell you about my experiences. I gained in this room. And in this room, I'm honest, I love this attack and this snappy instrument, um, this playing of instruments. It is so fun. It is so lively, and the soundstage depth is crazy. Now, I know from a direct comparison I did maybe 2 years ago, that was in a showroom, not at home, a direct comparison between these Kinplay, I'm sorry, between these Kinplay and the TOTEM Acoustic Tribe Tower. The Tribe Towers have an even more detailed and better layering in their soundstage depth. But these are crazy at home. Now, I have heard a lot of speakers in this room, and this layering is amazing. Now, when I say instruments are here and here and here and here, and sometimes an instrument is here too, and the voice, when I close my eyes, I can see how the singer is just half a meter behind the instruments. And I love that. One more thing to the soundstage, because TOTEM is known for a wide soundstage. I don't remember which song it was. There is one song I want to recommend to you to listen with these speakers, but I don't know which song it was. I could hear an instrument exactly here, not here. It was here. And even when I opened my eyes, it was here. Because sometimes when I open up my eyes, my brain tells me, okay, it comes from here. That's the source. But it wasn't that way. Still, when I opened my eyes, the instrument was here. And TOTEM does one thing I only know from TOTEM, because these classic two-way speakers, the Ilakwela, don't do that, but TOTEM does it. Even though it is not a point source speaker, so the tweeter is not in the middle of the mid-bass driver, it has this holographicness to it. So an instrument appears here and appears here and appears here. With other normal two-way speakers like the Ilakwela, it is, I call it, a left cloud and a right cloud, and something like a cloud in the middle, the center image, when the singer is in the middle. Now, even though TOTEM doesn't use an concentric or coaxial tweeter and mid-bass driver thing, this point source, they don't do that, but it sounds like a point source imaging, and that is amazing. I guess with more expensive gear it is that way, but I can remember my Technics SBC 700 I had before, which in my opinion are the way to go if you want to have TOTEM-like sound without buying a TOTEM speaker. Now, I compared my Technics SBC 700 I had before to these Vela, and this holographic imaging was better with the Technics, but that one has a concentric driver, and this one doesn't, but still has this imaging, this holographic imaging of instruments in the air. So when you close your eyes, it is not only a wide soundstage, you can see the instruments appear here, appear here. Now, I hope that TOTEM will conquer Europe, and I say it that way because it is really hard to get TOTEM speakers in Europe. It is hard. I don't know why, because they have so few retailers, and to be honest, there are some retailers I want to buy from, and there are some retailers I don't want to buy from. And it feels like in Munich, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I hope TOTEM will change that and will be available in Europe too, or at least in Germany, in Austria, and Switzerland. Now, I hope I didn't forget too much. If I did forget something, then please ask me in the comments, or I will write it down, my own. I don't edit my videos. I have no script or anything like that. I just say what I remember. Now, there is one point, one more. The built-in DAC to this is good. It is not very good. So if I power the NUPRIME WR1 with a power bank, then it sounds better than the built-in DAC from the TOTEM. And one thing I love about the speaker is this cable. In my opinion, the build quality is very good. It has a very high build quality. The only thing that isn't that doesn't seem like a very expensive part, to put it in that way. To be honest, it seems a bit cheap compared to all the other parts used in the speaker, is the binding posts in the back. This one. They are not that, they don't look that expensive. And in contrast to that, now here you can see the two binding posts. In contrast to that, these two RCA inputs have a good quality, I guess. Now this is my cable, this is not the one that comes with the totems. This is by Ölbach, C13. It's called C13. So, I can't say, I'm sorry, I can't say anything about the phono input, because I don't listen to vinyl. But I can say that Bluetooth sounds good, and it sounds even better when you have a good source. So, that's it. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. In that one I will talk about my streamer. Have a good day or night whenever you watch this. Bye bye.